The wife came to bring her husband a meal, only to find him behaving intimately with his secretary. Though her heart was breaking, she forced herself to appear calm. Faced with the secretary's provocations, Anne didn't lash out. Instead, she calmly served her a bowl of hot soup. The next evening, her husband attended a banquet and didn't return home. Worried he might drink and drive, Anne decided to pick him up herself. But as soon as she arrived at his office building, she once again saw her husband and the secretary acting intimately. Witnessing his infidelity with her own eyes, yet she suppressed her grief and anger, called her husband as if nothing had happened, then drove away from the scene. The next day, Anne drove her husband to work, intending to run into Mary on purpose. Sure enough, Mary came over and asked about her. Anne explained it was a family task, implying Mary could never take her place. But to her surprise, Mary remained unfazed. As the tension grew between the two women, the husband urged Anne to leave, saying he would be late for work. But to assert her position as his wife, Anne hugged him affectionately. She thought this would make Mary back off, but instead, it only fueled Mary's desire to challenge her. So Mary immediately demanded that the man spend the evening with her. He initially tried to refuse, but couldn't resist her persuasion and eventually gave in. Meanwhile, Anne prepared dinner and waited for him to come home, but his phone was turned off. She was confused, unaware that her husband was already with his secretary. Anne then checked Mary's social media, and upon opening one of her photos, she spotted a room number in the background. It matched the key her husband had found earlier. Everything finally became clear to her. After careful thought, Anne came up with a plan to publicly humiliate them both. In a few days, it would be her husband's birthday, and at his birthday banquet, Anne was ready to give them a shocking gift they would never forget.